Coming to you weekly from Studio de los Muertos. An audio digest for every mark and stand across the land. You are listening to the Rap and Wrestling Connection.
Alright, we are on again. Now this is episode 2 of Rap and Wrestling. I'm Josh Beach, y'all.
I'm Jacie Dangerously.
Rocky Ramon.
We are coming to you from Studio de los Muertos, a.k.a. the dining room in our apartment.
No theme music today?
Well, yeah, but not on the air. Let's put that in. It's been a heavy and weird week for rap and wrestling fans. Really strange. Daniel Bryan retired this week at 34 years old. I know. He didn't want to stop wrestling, but he had to.
A lot of things about his contract, too. He wanted to get back to Indies, I heard.
Yeah, there's some rumors going around that he wanted to go back to ROH or he wanted to go to Mexico.
They were not going to let that happen.
CMLL, Jane. You saw them live. You saw that promotion live in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who runs that promotion?
I don't know.
It's just some crazy...
Lucha promotion.
Yeah.
He wrestled there, too?
No, that was one of the places he rumored. It was rumored he wanted to go before he decided to retire. But yeah, he's done. For shoot.
Oh man, that sucks.
But that retirement speech
was awesome. It's probably one of his best promos ever.
It's probably one of the best promos ever.
It's up there like that for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so
heartfelt.
real. Jane still can't watch it.
Haven't watched it.
Other than that, it was a pretty good Raw. I enjoyed it for the most part. I mean, I could do without another tables match.
Yeah, no more tables matches right now. We need to preserve, just the interest.
Should we preserve table matches for TLC? You guys think?
I mean, are you that bored?
See, I don't like the idea of dedicated gimmick pay-per-views either because
I hate that.
Hell in a Cell's never going to be a surprise again because it's going to happen in Hell in a Cell.
Question, what do we do with Elimination Chamber now?
Dude, I miss the Elimination Chamber. Last year's Elimination Chamber special was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. Titus went over huge in the tag team thing. Mm-hmm. That was where, didn't New Day win it then? Or win it back? Or was that when Primetime Players won it?
No, Elimination Chamber is usually before.
But that was the first time they had the tag team elimination match. That was fun. But this week on Raw, Steph opened again. Shimon.
She's such a hot, weird Stepford wife robot person.
I hate her grown-up voice now. I'm watching
her grown-up voice? What do you mean?
Because
you're watching the old stuff when she was a teenager, and now it's grown-up Steph voice.
And she hate when she tries does a Vince impersonation. When she's like,
"You're fired."
It's not. No.
I mean, I did a better Vince than
that
her.
was really good.
Thank you.
I don't understand how she wouldn't have cultivated the best Vince impression over the years. I don't know.
Everyone's got one though.
Yeah. Everyone
Damn it.
does.
Yeah, every man, woman, and child that loves the WWE. It started with a contract signing, and that was when Dean charged around the table and got up chest to chest with Brock Lesnar. Man, Dean's fearlessness in the face of Brock Lesnar is one of my favorite things.
He's like, come on.
He's really not scared of him, and Brock Lesnar is really terrifying. He threw a table. You see where he threw the table at Roman? Man, that was.
That was awesome.
If anybody's gonna get Roman over, it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
But he's gotten over before, basically. At 31.
Dude.
He tried.
No, because that was Seth's moment, man.
Seth
derailed whatever thing was going on there.
Yeah,
that was Seth's moment. He stole the show, very literally.
I'm just so tired of Roman.
Dude,
he's not working.
Well, it looks like they're pushing him down a little bit. He wasn't wearing the vest this week. Mm-hmm. When he came out to help Dean at the end, he came down the ramp. He
was wearing some sort of weird not vest.
He's just wearing he was just wearing a tank top.
Oh, okay.
So are we getting rid of the Shield?
I don't know.
There was another part.
He came out on the ramp to help Dean.
With a different
at the
version
end.
of the Shield that didn't have a shield in it. It was just like a.
Well, when they were in the Shield, they just had regular tactical vests on. It looked so much better.
He's like the kid that dropped out of high school but still likes to hang around the high school.
Where's his Letterman jacket?
Yeah, like defines kind of.
I did write down here the
Yeah,
only time
exactly.
Roman has ever come out to help Dean while Dean was getting jumped is the one time that Dean asked Roman not to help him.
He always has to steal a spotlight.
Roman's being booked as a shitty friend. Like
is.
straight
He's
up.
selfish.
Really? That's so.
He's selfish.
Oh, God.
He's so selfish, man.
Don't go for the shitty friend.
Yeah.
Like,
So some triple threat nonsense. Then they did KO and Ziggler again, but they're doing a good job with it now. Like it looked like it was just an aimless feud, but now it's starting to pick up some steam.
Mm-hmm.
There were some really cool spots in that match. There was one where Dolph had Kevin Owens in a sleeper hold, and instead of like falling back to break the sleeper hold, he just rolls out of the ring.
oh my gosh, that was so cool.
Yeah, go back and watch it again. Like instead of falling straight back to break the hold, he just like jumps between the ropes and puts Dolph Ziggler back first on the apron.
Yeah.
It
But
looked-
I mean, he put him and Dolph Ziggler like with their backs against the apron.
Yeah, just out on the floor.
Like he just
I'm
sacrificed
pulling it up now. I
himself.
can't remember that one.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then at the end, the finish, Dolph gets a dirty pin. He like
I
jumps
saw
up
that.
on the ropes. I really marked out like Jake and
Yeah,
Destin, I was like,
"Ooh,
Dolph cheated, Dolph cheated, Dolph cheated. I was
Josh gets so excited at any little like titillating like tidbit that like somebody might be turning heel.
I do too.
yeah,
I get so
exactly.
excited. Because like it throws you, it surprises you sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dolph needs to.
Isn't that the
Maybe-
match when Kevin Owens started getting had like a little hissy fit and he started getting pissed because he lost again?
Oh yeah.
Is that the same match? Right?
Same match, yeah. That man, they're both like their characters are developing through the feud. Like they fight well together. There doesn't need to be much motivation. This has been going on since the Slammy Awards.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Are they going full fledged with it now?
it looks like it.
I don't know. I'm so confused. Everything's a toss
Maybe
up,
they're.
but-
I mean, that'll be the match for Fastlane, and then they'll be free to do other stuff. But I mean, what are they going to do it? Who's Kevin Owens going to fight at WrestleMania?
That's what I'm thinking. But like it was rumored that Undertaker is having like a surprise opponent that we don't know about.
Dude, Undertaker and Kevin Owens would be
awesome.
awesome. And I mean, he would give
can carry
KO
that.
he would give KO that rub too, man.
would.
He would go out on his back in Dallas last match, losing to Kevin Owens. None of the smarks would hate that. And it would get eternal heat. Because like this like dumpy fat like bully big baby, like he's a big baby. He throws
all he
big
is.
baby fits when he loses. Like if he beat the Undertaker, man.
I'm not scared of you, Taker.
And like who would need like a Paul Heyman if you're Kevin Owens? He'd just be like, I beat the Undertaker. Hey Cole, shut up. I beat the Undertaker. That would rule.
Speaking of the Undertaker, John Cena news update. He said he's not a long. Doesn't have much longer.
He's not
So that means
human.
He'll be back in like 2 weeks.
Okay, so we recorded an episode
Doesn't-
last
I
week.
mean, in that we all have to like cherish the time we have with him because he's gonna like die.
No,
in
he's
2 weeks. No, he's gonna.
Cena lives forever.
Cena's forever.
He is.
You guys are in a cult.
He is. He's a cult. He's a walking cult.
I love it, dude. I love Cena so much. Yeah, well, see, we recorded an episode last week, and nobody will probably ever hear that one, but
The vault.
I need to establish as early as possible that without irony, I love John Cena. I just want anyone that would hear this to know that. So like,
You are pretty big John Cena.
I
Mark.
no, like,
I too am an unironic John Cena fan.
but you also think that he is a troll working both ways,
He's a
and
troll.
I think he is the ultimate babyface.
I think he's the ultimate troll.
No. Troll.
He's the
Troll
ultimate troll.
Town, USA. Yes, he's
Well, I
always
fall-
been
I
a
I'm
fall
troll.
marked out.
for
I
it.
remember
I
I
love
ordered the New Year's Revolution 2006 when Edge came out and cashed in. I'm marked out. I'll never forget that day. I was so happy when he lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, most of my time watching John Cena, the biggest concentration of it was his U.S. championship run, where he wrestled every week.
Mm-hmm.
He gave the rub to plenty of dudes, even though they never got over. Like he legitimized so many young guys.
Sami Zayn, all of them.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, like all of them.
Dolph is not he's old, but he did give him a nice little rub though. That match they had was pretty good.
Cesaro.
Yeah.
I mean, every time John Cena had a U.S. Championship match on Raw, it was probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
And he did it every week.
It was Raw for a little bit.
But, I mean, I understand why people dislike him, but bear in mind, I skipped all of the Ruthless Aggression era. So I'm not burnt out on Cena.
Yeah. And you caught Cena at a good time, too.
When he was like
this is his best year.
kind of coming back.
2015 was probably Cena's best year.
Man, maybe he can do it when he comes back. Okay. Ms. TV. You wanted to talk about the potted plan.
I mean, Ms. TV was taken over by Jericho.
That was so funny.
And Miz was very just angry baby man
I love
on stage about it. And Jericho was kind of funny, but he brought out, he's like, oh, this is going to be my show. I need a stool and a plant. So he brings out this
It's
plant.
like Dean and Roman gave it to him.
And it was the
Still cherishes it.
I'm very interested because I think it's some kind of like bromeliad that you don't see constantly, because it was either that like as a live plant, or it was, I don't know, like they ran around the building finding any flower that they could, dead or alive.
Someone did point out that it wasn't the same plant as the last time it was on the show.
Somebody bring a plant real quick.
Yeah. Anyway, it was completely bizarre.
But man, like the crowd popped for it, and then JBL exposing the business like a real heel was like, potted plant's over. It's like don't say that. Say it's popular. Don't say it's over.
Yeah, exactly. Man, we're all fans of that potted plant.
I was upset.
Why would he use that? Why would he do that?
Dude, they've been doing that a lot. I mean,
Kofi.
Kofi said something the other day about his character while he was on Raw.
I remember he says he's done that twice. Actually.
Yeah, I'm not. I love Kofi.
But it's the reality era, Josh.
I'm not into that, man.
I'm not used to that either.
I wish I could be a Mark, man. I wish I could just believe.
You guys are seriously doing it. It's really affecting your lives.
It hurts, Jay.
And
it hurts. It's real to me, damn it.
You know,
Let me see.
it's real to me. And but all I'm saying is that you want to understand all of this about it, and you want to dissect it, but you still want to believe that it's magic.
It is.
And it's just
I want it both ways.
You know, this doesn't make sense to just plebes. It doesn't.
True.
It makes zero sense to anyone.
True.
So they're doing the Bryan packages the whole night. Those were great.
No, it's great. That team that does the packages are awesome.
They really worked hard to make it special, make it feel, you know.
Like going back to his baby face, he's like a totally different person now, man.
Yeah, it was so cute. I mean, all the stuff with his, short hair and
Team Hell No.
Team Hell No.
Where was
Oh,
Kane?
that was so silly.
Where was Kane? Where is Kane?
Dude.
Kane fought last Monday, didn't he?
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. No, he didn't show up in Birmingham. Sin Cara came back. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like Lucha
yeah.
Dragons a lot.
Yeah.
But I forgot. Like I didn't even really miss him because Kalisto's been so good.
Kalisto's been on fire,
Yeah.
man.
He doesn't need him. I
Yeah.
think they need to break that up.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean,
I like the fact
they
that they
can
can
do
keep
both.
them together, and let them do both. When was the last time you saw a good tag team that had two guys that were also, at least one of them was like in the singles? Because while all three guys in New Day could work in the singles division, none of them are.
It's true. It's been a while.
I mean, Kalisto's a great
Cesaro and
underdog
Tyson
champion.
Kidd.
Neither one of them had belts.
But Cesaro was still in the singles.
Yeah, he
He had a
was.
singles run though.
He wasn't really doing a lot of singles stuff while Kid was there, though.
He was going back and forth.
Yeah. What else happened on Monday? Man, Ryback fought Bray Wyatt. Okay, did you see a couple of months ago there were some rumors on Squared Circle? No, they weren't rumors. Ryback said in like a conference call, like one of those corporate conference calls, that he was pitching a story for WrestleMania involving him, like in the coming weeks. Okay, a couple of months later, his gear changes, and he fought Bray Wyatt last night or on Monday night and got destroyed by the family.
Yeah.
And then they had like a pointed promo where like Bray looks at the camera and he's like, "The apocalypse is just starting." And like, I'm wondering if Ryback and the Wyatt family are in a program at WrestleMania, and he has to like overcome, like, you know, say, so what's Strowman doing now? Because the rumor that he was fighting the Undertaker is done,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah,
no one wanted to see that. No one wanted to see him be embarrassed like that. Sorry, Braun Strowman, but
Taker was gonna have to carry that match.
yeah, and he's an old guy. Let Kevin Owens carry a match with the Undertaker, and you've got like a classic one. What do you got over there, Jacie?
Yeah, you bring that story.
I'm just amazed by the things that are coming up with my search terms and failing right now miserably at finding the
You know, you're
information
new at
for-
researching wrestling. We'll give you time.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'll tell you the
looking for
place
more
to go.
information on Ryback.
I'll tell you the place I go. What are we? But no, yeah. If Strowman's not doing that, he's free for that. Like, they could totally work a program of Ryback versus the family. The only problem is, I can see them booking it, and Ryback goes over all four of them. You know.
But wasn't it? But remember, like last week, they were saying Strowman's supposed to get the monster push. So wouldn't that kind of derail that?
Yeah,
because like
the Strowman does not.
They booked Strowman so strong these past few weeks, and that would just.
Yeah, I mean,
deflated.
dude, I'm
I like
pulling
Strowman.
this out of my ass. I'm speculating.
I like Strowman.
I'm not into Strowman.
Not in the Strowman.
No, he's too green. It's too like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
see
he's
through.
he's very
You can
green.
just see through his work.
Yeah.
All he does is like big, like, you know, hammer blows and just like kicking. You know, I can work that. Me, I've trained twice in a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Ever, I can work that. I could have worked that before that. It's not hard to fake a big punch when you're jumping up and down and stomping and stuff. Hate to sound cynical, but no, I'm not into Braun Strowman.
Don't
No,
be
he's just-
cynical. Don't be hating.
I'm not. I mean, you know, just
We're about love.
like he looks awesome.
He does.
He looks
He has a great
terrifying.
look.
He does
Yeah,
awesome.
he's a perfect fit look-wise for the Wyatts. He sounds like a Wyatt. You know, if he weren't so green, I wouldn't be so down on him.
He's very green.
He's very, very green, and he looks like he's fighting stiff. And it's weird because it kind of looks like they taped a big beard onto a baby.
I mean, I think that's part of why it's so terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that terrify you?
Yeah, it's really
I saw a
terrifying.
video of a guy in New Orleans the other day wearing an adult diaper and a giant baby head, and it was terrifying. He was in really good shape. He was like ripped up, and like he wasn't dancing. It just looked like he was like crying. He was like, meh. Anyway, that's not wrestling related.
That's awesome.
It's very awesome.
Who did Rusev fight on Monday? I can't remember.
I'm trying to look for it.
They did a Golden Truth thing where Goldust smashed a guitar. It was the first non-funny Golden Truth thing, in my opinion. But I'm ready for him to get it together.
Somebody said on Twitter that he's turning to Jeff Legal, like the dude from Third Rock from the Sun. The dad.
Yeah.
He does remind me of them.
What was his name? What's the actor's name?
John Lithgow?
Yeah, John Lithgow.
Lithgow.
Yeah, he is acting like him a lot. The mannerisms. Goldust is awesome. He still looks awesome too.
Are you ready for the Golden Truth?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it to happen.
Are they gonna be like a serious kind of comedic duo,
I'm fine with that if they get a decent
like Booker T and Goldust? Like that. That's
See, I missed that too. I wish I could. See, I need to go back and watch that. And okay, so we've already talked about Dean and Brock at the end of the show. Before that, okay, Becky and Tamina had a match, which is mainly noteworthy because Sasha and Naomi came out in plain clothes. Sasha and Naomi were both in plain clothes. It was too sexy for PG. Like, first they brought Sasha out on commentary, and she's like wearing like her normal, like legit boss shirt, like the one you have. She's just dressed in like short shorts, and looks really great. And I'm like, oh man, ugh. Then Naomi comes out, and Naomi in regular clothes is dangerous, dude.
Yeah, she's very dangerous.
Yeah,
Very.
She calls it the rear view.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, name it. Whoever named that move, man. Well, first of all, it is a finisher that involves her like striking someone with her
Ass.
her ass.
Her big old ass.
Russo fought the Luchas.
Come on. What's that?
Russo fought the Luchas with Del Rio.
Oh, that's right, Del Rio. I love Rusev, man, and he still has it too. Like, people want to complain about him being like a comedy jobber now. I don't know, man. I love him.
I think Jobber's too strong.
I definitely do, but I mean, I see like people talk about how he got his giant push crushed. Because WrestleMania last year he came out on the back of a tank. It was pretty epic.
Yeah, he did have a bad
It was great.
And Lana's by his side. That makes it even better.
Now you have a touchy-feely, cuddly Rusev.
Who is also a terrifying maniac. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, he's so cuddly.
He just want to hug
Come
the
here,
boss.
boss. It's the best. It's still my favorite. Two things that did not happen in the ring at the Royal Rumble this year that I loved was the first was when KO went over the table on top of Michael Cole and snatched his glasses off of his face, just like stuck his hand in his face. And then when Rusev crushed Dean and then hulked out and then just yelled, "Come here, boss," like bear hugs Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Oh, that was... And I think it's aside from the Daniel Bryan thing, when was the last time Vince was on TV or pay-per-view? Was it Royal Rumble?
I mean, he's been on a lot.
No. He came out on Monday. He came out on that first Monday after with Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H hasn't been on TV either.
Well,
I mean, but now he is, because-
he wasn't last Monday, was he?
He was. Remember with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
They had to,
He walked out. It was Stephanie and they had Brock Lesnar.
Right. Oh man, when he put his arm around Stephanie and had the belt on his shoulder, it's like, look at my trophies. It was just like, I'm the best.
he's the golden shovel.
I'm fucking going over.
Wait. The golden shovel.
The golden shovel.
Okay, that is a term that I've been hearing, and I wasn't sure what it referred to because
Triple
I
H.
felt like I have been hearing it outside of the wrestling context. But so the golden shovel
It's
is
Triple H.
Triple H.
The reign of terror. That's what they call his reign.
Why golden shovel?
Because he
buries people. He buries
people.
Booker T. He's buried RVD. It's like the list is so long.
Of people that he just went over decisively.
Goldberg. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, apparently during the Ruthless Aggression era, he had a reign of terror where, he just squashed everybody.
He did. Kevin Nash.
How long was he? Was it like an on and off thing?
He had the belt. Remember one time the big gold belt was like the belt.
Like after they merged with WCW and got
Yeah,
it.
and then, like when Eric Bischoff awarded the belt to him, like when they had the trade, so when they had like the split brands, and he gave him the belt. That's how he just gave him the belt.
And so that became the big belt.
The big belt. That became the big belt for a while. Oh.
How do you feel about that belt being retired?
I like the big gold belt. It just oozes wrestling to me.
I remember it being spray painted with the NWO. That to me was when I started watching, and that was WCW's belt. That was the belt.
You think we should have another brand split?
I don't.
You don't?
I mean, I think that the best solution would be just rotate schedules and give people like 3 or 4 months off out of the year and let them like just stagger the roster so that not everybody's off at the same time, but everybody gets time off.
So what about if somebody's champion? Like they have to be on TV a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every week.
Yeah. But I mean, if they need that time off, or, they can take a more relaxed schedule, or, there are ways to work around it so that they're not working 52 Monday nights a year at the very least.
Well, I think when the brand split, they kind of had, like, the people on Raw didn't have to wrestle on SmackDown because they had their own show. It's kind of like a little break.
Yeah. I mean,
it works. I think the brand split, it did work. It worked.
I missed all of that. I have no business on a wrestling podcast, guys.
No, you're fine.
It's so terrible.
That's what the network's for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure the WWE is happy to have me give them $120 a year for Jane.
Give them money. We give them lots of money.
And going to shows and buying
$1 million.
T-shirts, and I saw somebody on Square Circle today talking about how they spent more money on the WWE in the last year than they ever had at any point before in their life combined.
That's true.
And it's like, yeah, just because of the network, the way they promote everything within, they suck you in, man.
It does. It sucked me in. It got me back in wrestling, like full-fledged.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll peek in, peek my head in the door, and walk away.
See, once I started watching again, it was
Over.
yeah.
I was trying to find more information about the Reign of Terror and like when it actually started, or how long it went on, and it's really
Nebulous.
very nebulous.
That's because the history of wrestling is retroactive. They don't. All of the history is revisionist.
So I mean, I'm just letting you know that
You're not finding much.
You're gonna have to give me like
Well, all you would have to do is look for the
like
list.
a day ahead of what we're gonna.
Look, all you'd have to do is look for the list of Triple H Heavyweight Championship reigns.
Or you can just go in Square Circle.
Yeah, it's all on there.
I mean, I have not interacted with Squared Circle. Well enough to do that.
I interact with Squared Circle heavily. Josh beat y'all.
Well, we're gonna.
You'll find me there. My bling, my like, what do you call that? The subreddit bling. Is that what it's called? Anyway, yeah, we'll fight your children. Josh beat y'all. We'll fight your children.
They kind of
see.
compare it to. They kind of compare it to like a scene as like 2007 Superman booking. That was bad too. If I had to pick one, Triple H was bad. At least Cena lost the title. Edge, he gave him a rub, kind of sort of. So that was kind of cool. I don't know. It was bad.
What was that? What?
I mean, as much as you want to hate on Triple H, though, he's also like super babyface now because he also books NXT and like
Super. I mean, NXT is like enough to melt any glacier.
Dude, I do love NXT, man.
Oh my gosh. The title was vacated after Kane and The Undertaker simultaneously pinned Austin in a triple threat match in 1998.
I watched that one.
You seen that?
I watched
Recently? Like, okay, I'm working on this.
Okay, so NXT this week. We just watched that tonight. It was at CFE Arena. It wasn't at Full Sail. It was a road show in Florida. But Johnny Gargano, he's an indie guy he peeked his head in at NXT. I don't know if he's like signed or if he's still independent, but he fought Corbin. Corbin went over. Whatever. Corbin's boring.
You like Corbin?
I mean, it's weird. It's something weird about him
He's
that he
just- he's
doesn't
not-
seem
I'm-
like he's just way too nonchalant, and like I don't get the feeling that he really is out there to be doing what he's doing. He just goes out there and he's like a machine with very little personality except being a dick.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have much personality at all, and people are like, "Look at his presence," and he's like, "No, he's just standing there quietly."
It seems like they always like pull the plug on him. They'll push him, then they like pull off on it.
It's because the crowd can't get over.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, in my opinion, it's really mainly it. Like, at first he was super over because he was squashing dudes in NXT. I'm sorry, NXT's crowd, people talk about how smart it is, but, like, they'll put anything over
Yes, they just want they want winners that they help create. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll put anything over just to have been the thing, been the people that put that over.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, going into business for yourself.
Exactly.
But so yeah, I've never bought Corbin, man.
Yeah, I don't know why. What? I mean, do you like him actively or like?
He's kind of hit or miss with me. Like, I think he has a lot of potential. I don't know. But
Hype Bros had a squash match.
He had a squash match.
Yeah.
Yeah, with who?
No, I mean jobbers.
Drivers.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
NXT jobbers. Oh no, there are plenty of jobbers at NXT.
Yeah.
They're probably. I mean,
There
they're
are.
usually pretty good because
Yeah.
they're putting over people who are super green, and
Yeah.
they have to carry the match and make it look like they're getting the shit kicked out of them by someone who's super green. You know, like the lady jobbers in NXT that were brought in to get Nia Jax over were incredible.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
NXT
the
jobbers
lady
sound like the best jobbers in the world.
Yeah.
You have to be
The
because you're
NXT
working with
ladies
people who've never
jobbers
wrestled
are-
before. You know,
Yeah.
and they're usually
They're
nameless,
great.
which means they've just they're probably usually trainers. You know.
They don't get introduced. They don't have like the little
No,
title
yeah,
card?
they usually don't have.
Or sometimes they do.
They
But
don't have the name card like when they just come.
I mean, they'll have a name card, but they won't get an entrance.
Okay.
You know, Alexa Bliss fought Cameron in a very short match that was pretty awesome.
yes.
It looks like Cameron only got one spot though. I need to rewatch it, but
I watched the
Okay.
interview on her though. Like she said, she was like, she has like unfinished business in NXT. I thought she was. I don't know. I like Cameron. She's cutie, but
I mean, the caliber of athlete in WWE for women, the bar is so much higher than it used to be,
Yeah.
which is great. But I mean, lately it looks like they're getting the booking in WWE's main roster. It's getting pretty solid.
Yeah.
They still got a long ways to go to be as good as NXT, man.
Yeah.
The women in NXT, that's what the future of wrestling looks like.
It is.
NXT
awesome.
women's wrestling, man.
And then they're not like short matches or anything like that. I think that the timing of the matches recently. Do you think maybe this is on the main product too? That they're letting fights happen. For
What do you mean?
longer?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed that some of the matches are getting longer.
And women.
And men, period.
And,
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
they're
just
longer.
no, like across the product, like on Raw.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Yeah, but also on NXT.
I mean,
it feels like-
NXT was an hour show, and they had, like, how many did I write down here? 5 matches?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 matches in an hour. It's great.
But have you noticed ever since the U.S. Open, the matches have been longer?
The Open Challenge?
Yeah. Because the Open Challenge, they would give them at least about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they realize that people get into it.
Yeah, like really enjoy.
Ever since those surveys, man.
Dude, they hit a nadir with those before those surveys went out. They realized that they needed to change something up, and honestly, I think that they've done a good job. I think the commentary's been better. Yeah. I think the promos have been better. I think that the characters have been more consistent, except for Roman. They can't. Roman is good for like half a show.
He's not even good for half a show, Josh.
Yeah.
He's not
good for
anything.
Sorry.
It's not. He's wrong. I want to like him ever since when we marked out
At
TLC. We were so happy.
dude.
We was a big old happy family.
He
Remember
went
that?
over at TLC.
Oh my
He
gosh,
was
yeah.
really solid for just a second, and then they let him open his mouth again, and he sucks on a microphone, and then they had to pull out the Vince card, and it still did not work.
And now they're making him look like a shitty friend. And it's like they don't know. They don't know.
Well,
I
it
don't
looks
understand
like right now it looks like kind of like this is Dean's show
Yeah.
for the moment. Like Dean has
Yeah.
been getting a lot more attention in this Brock Lesnar story because it's just the idea that like the fact that Dean's not scared of Brock Lesnar, like that's super cool to me.
I like how he was like on the ground. He was like kind of doing like the Rock, just bring it. Like, come on, do some more. And the crowd like started going crazy when he did that. I went crazy. I was like, what?
He just got up
He's
from
so
an F5
sick.
and was like, "Come on,
Yeah.
Bring it more. Bring some more.
fearless,"
Whatever.
just like Nikki,
I just want to say,
just like Nikki Bella.
I miss Nikki. I do miss Nikki, honestly.
Dude,
I like Nikki has gotten way better. She's gotten way better.
Nikki's last match,
really
the
good.
championship match with Charlotte.
That was really good.
That was good, dude. When she did the Alabama
Don't
slam on the apron. Yeah. That looked brutal, man.
We was going crazy with that.
Dude, yeah. They needed, I mean, apparently it was her finisher that caused the damage that required surgery. The rack attack finisher that she was doing was apparently what messed her neck
I like
up.
that move.
It looked great, but I mean...
Are you going to pull away from me, you think?
They have to. I mean, if it injured her.
Yeah.
It's just like if you know.
Make the Alabama Slammer her finisher. She looks real good when she does that.
Yeah, man.
It's look vicious.
And then, she came out in the Seth Rollins face white attire. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I love it when the heels wear all white, man. It's super cool to me.
Seth's so holy.
Of course, if Nikki comes back, she's coming back as a babyface. Brie Bella is a babyface now forever and ever.
Yeah, because she's attached to Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
They need to push her, I think, because this is the right time to push her.
I think so too. But I mean, they need to tweak those characters.
Just that rub that Daniel Bryan got
and book them consistently. Yeah. They've got they've got at least one really good heel right now in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got, let me see, who else can work an actual true heel? I don't even think Sasha can work true heel anymore. She's too popular.
She's a tweener.
Yeah.
She can go back and forth, but she's like an anti-hero to me.
Yeah, of course, but still, you can't be a true heel if you're an anti-hero.
True.
But I mean, Paige could work as a true heel. Tamina could work as a true heel.
Where is Paige?
Apparently, she got. The rumors that she was injured. I don't know. She hasn't been on TV in a minute. Last time I saw her, she was in regular clothes. It was hot.
I think Naomi could be a great heel.
Yeah, no, Naomi's totally. See, right now, this story with Sasha and Team Bad. Sasha is not the heel in this. No. She's working babyface, trying to break out on her own and be her own woman and be a boss and not be dependent on anybody else. And they're trying to hold her down and tell her that she's not good enough. That is a babyface story all the way. Yeah.
So trying to hold me back from greatness.
And everyone wants to see Sasha succeed. Everyone wants to see Sasha kick the shit out of everyone. Everyone wants to see Sasha make little girls cry
yes. She's legit.
Dude, she's
a legit
real
boss.
deal, man. Samson had a squash match too with some unnamed NXT jobber. Samson he's kind of built like Macho Man Randy Savage, like huge upper body, really big arms, does a big elbow drop.
Samson.
He's got long dark hair, and his gimmick is he's the drifter. He walks out with a guitar, yeah. But not into it. First of all, music in the WWE, yes, it's bad.
It's horrible. Their music is horrible, but I think that that's part of it. So I don't think that I want them to change their music.
Yeah, I feel like I would kind of be let down if I suddenly only enjoyed the music.
Yeah, I think that would be. Okay. I think we have to have that.
Who has the worst theme song to you?
Like out of everyone's theme songs?
Yeah.
All time?
No,
right now.
Right now.
Jacie?
Gosh, I can't think.
You hate Sasha's theme song?
No. I'm okay with that.
Roman's?
I like Becky's.
That's the Shield, so.
I hate that it's Roman's theme still.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't like Dean's. I like Seth's.
I love Dean's.
I don't like Cesaro's, of course. I'm not crazy about the New Days. It's too. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. Like I said in the last time we were. The last time we hung out, it doesn't matter what music the New Day comes out to. Yeah, that's how. I mean, they could come out to anything. They've already told you not to be sour. Yeah, don't be sour. Don't dare be sour.
I don't know.
I like AJ's.
I don't know.
AJ's my favorite right now.
AJ's is.
The beginning catches me.
The beginning
is so great. It's so great.
Who are those?
In the camera, in the camera work, he just makes it. When he comes up to him, he does this.
I'm really ready to see. We haven't watched SmackDown, so I don't know who won Styles Jericho 2.
That sounds so iconic. But you sold that to me.
That's the way they was sold on WWE.com. That's what they called it.
That sounds amazing.
I need to know about this Styles.
Did you watch it?
Person?
No, I was
you still missed. Yeah, okay. So it's Yeezy season. You watched it.
I watched it.
You watched a little bit.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was really weird. The clothes looked like something from a science fiction movie.
But I saw clothes on there that I would wear.
Yeah, I would too. That's
Like right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, those big sweatshirts, those were rad.
Yes.
It's like like the sweaters with the holes.
No, like the really big sweatshirts that had like the big arms on them that look almost like jail jumpsuits. I like those.
Those peacoats was nice too.
The boots, man.
The boots was badass.
I liked the sweaters. I liked the
The sweaters
there
were
some-
cool. The ones that had all of the patches.
I like the
Yeah,
joggers
the
too.
one with the
I like the joggers.
And just some of the I just remember some of the jackets like being distressed, but being like more form fitting.
Was that Naomi Campbell? Yeah. Dude, she
Yeah,
looks badass.
yeah.
Jane, how old is Naomi?
Like 40? Oh, 40, like early, almost 50s?
Dude, she's so bad.
She's talking to Idris Elba now.
What's that?
Idris Elba.
Oh, man. Really?
What?
That is a fine couple.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a very good looking couple.
Yeah, for real. Dude,
Combine their genetics.
I need him. I campaign for him to be. I want him to be James Bond.
man,
He'd be so
he would be he'd be perfect.
He has
He's
the-
so smooth, dude.
He's so cool.
But you know what? I've heard him talk about it, and he's like, he said that he's not necessarily interested in being James Bond. To him,
He
he
would
wants
do it. He would
he
do it.
wants Luther to be like,
Luther is.
he wants Luther to be that guy. He wants him to be that character, you know?
Naomi Campbell is 45 years old,
knew it was
guys.
Milf.
45. Dude, she's just an ILF. She's an ILF.
Does she not have children?
It doesn't matter.
I don't like, just period. I don't like that.
Yes.
Anytime.
Okay.
An ilf.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That describes her too, man.
Yeah.
A supermodel that I'd like to fuck.
Yeah. How about that?
One of the only ones.
Yeah.
I don't usually go around wanting to, have
Fuck
sex with supermodels, but Naomi Campbell, I'll make an exception.
Yeah. Very well
That's
assisted.
a worthwhile exception.
Just let everybody,
What if Naomi Campbell
just
was
let
like a-
Naomi Campbell know.
A manager in WWE. She'd be a great heel manager.
Yeah, they need like a super fine heel lady manager who's
Just
just
trying to
like,
make Lana like that, but Lana's.
dude, they dropped the ball with Lana. It's their fault, man.
That was kind of Lana's fault. That whole Rusev and Lana storyline with the TMZ, that was not a good look. That killed a lot of.
Well, you know what was a worse look? The storyline that they ruined with that in the first place. Like, they should never have broken up Rusev and Lana. Ever.
No, absolutely not.
They should have never done
That's
anything to Lana's
crazy.
character.
No.
I mean, one argument against that is that they have developed Rusev's character further with that. But is it for the better? You know?
I feel like when Rusev gets this push, it always comes like to a standstill, booking wise.
Dude, you can only have... There are 3 singles titles in the company.
True. See, brand split would help all that. Take the USA title back to SmackDown.
Bring back the big gold belt.
Bring back the gold belt. Bring your
But they just-
cruiserweight title belt back.
Bring the
Kalisto.
cruiserweight title back. I wouldn't say... And then, you know what? Why not make a Divas and a women's division?
and give the women's a tag team belt. So Naomi and
Yes.
Tamina, they'll be a
I
great
mean,
tag
but
team.
why don't they just have Divas the show? But the Divas aren't. They are on the show Divas, but they're just women who are wrestling while they're on the wrestling show.
You got so much great talent. They're just sitting there.
Like,
Just make the Divas a stable. Just reduce it down to a
faction?
stable.
just a faction. Like,
Yeah,
we are
exactly.
the Divas.
Like, what if they did like a
And we're like, no, we're not Divas anymore. Like, have all of the women protest
mad
except for
union.
like 3.
like a Mat Workers Union? Like,
It-
we're not gonna take anymore and just make a big old faction of it. That'd be awesome.
No. Like, no, what you're saying is a cool idea, but instead, like, make all the women strike and be like, we don't want to be divas anymore. We want respect. You call us women now. Like,
Respect.
And then you have, like, these 3, like, scabs who, like, cross the picket line and, like, no, we'll be divas,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Eva Marie.
That's great. Eva
Yeah,
Marie.
Eva
will be
Marie.
like,
Cameron.
Yes.
Eva Marie Cameron, just the most loathsome.
I
you know what?
I don't know who likes the show, so I don't know who's on it.
Led by Summer Rae.
Yes.
Because she's so good at Heat, man. She's so good. I love Summer. I didn't for a long time, and then I came around during
Will
the
Charlotte
whole
be part
Rusev
of it?
thing. Oh,
I could
man,
see it.
yeah,
She'd
dude.
be there.
Because she would be selling out her own, too. That would make it even worse. Because she was part of the Divas Revolution.
And Rick would be like, my daughter's a commodity. She's not gonna be with you guys. Yes.
You know what I'm ready for is for them to turn Ric Flair face by him doing that shit and her getting a big head and being like, my daughter's a high commodity and she's just like, fuck you, Dad. And just like, yeah, see, I just worked you just saying it just then.
My face is lit up.
You looked scandalized.
Because like, why would you tell your daughter like that's gonna draw some.
Dude, but yeah, he would get he would fly back to babyface the second she got tired of him and decided she didn't need him anymore. And then that's when she loses the title because she doesn't have her dad to help her anymore, and that's the only thing that had her propped up as a champion in the first place.
I'm just ready for Sasha to get the belt because she looks so good with the Divas title.
I want to. Oh man,
she's the only person that can work the Divas
You know what?
title.
I almost don't want Sasha to get the title until they change it back to the women's
She
title.
looks good with the Divas title though.
Dude, when she held it up on Monday night, I was like, yeah, that's no. Was it Monday night or was it?
Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I was like,
She held that up. It was like, yeah,
it
that's
fits her. Like the hair and everything just looks so good with her.
just any
Well, I'm
title
ready
at
with-
all. Just put any title at all on her.
I see.
Cruiserweight title, anything. She did say she wanted to be the first women's Intercontinental Champion.
She can do it.
So do you guys know what this tweet is that Titus sent? It's and that's what they released to like the news, and this is all very confusing, but the text that he sent that they released that had something to do with his suspension supposedly was that I feel like shit right now, so if you have to let me go, I understand, stupid mistake. But I have no idea who he sent that text message to, or like seriously, like everything isn't wrestling, guys. Like that could just be an innocuous text.
It doesn't say anything
Like no WWE mentions in there.
in the article.
I mean, in the article, oh yeah, like it talks about how the WWE sent the Post a copy of the text message and a whole like piece of copy about the suspension of Titus O'Neil, and then like released this text message along with it saying that it had something to do with his suspension.
It's just like an apology or
This
something. Is that what it's
doesn't-
supposed to be?
I mean, I don't fucking know. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't make sense that he got suspended in the first place.
No.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, Yeezy season 3 was okay. It was pretty cool. It was surreal to see Kanye West in real time, kind of goofing off with his friends and stuff. I want that Yeezus hat really bad.
I wanted to.
The album sounds really cool.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's like dark twisted fantasy.
it's not as good as Yeezus.
No. It sounds really solid though.
And we also haven't heard it in order. You know, like who knows?
In CDQ version.
Yeah.
Or, like, I mean, who knows what he was doing with that music? Like, and what
It's a work. It's a work.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
He was just focus group testing it before Madison Square Garden. I wonder if any wrestlers actually showed up.
I seen a lot of people like pictures and like
Kim looked awesome.
David Atanka, Jennifer Hudson's husband. He was there. He sat right in front of Kim Kardashian and Khloe.
Oh, cool.
It's on his Twitter page.
Vic Mensa was there. I saw him light up a J right behind Kanye.
Yeah, joint.
You saw that too?
I like Vic. I love Vic.
That video for Down on My Luck is really cool. You ever seen that? Oh man.
He's like the You Mad single.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
The
Sick.
Down on My Luck video is
Yeah, it's way cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's kind of like Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow. Like it resets again and again and again.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool. Except he's in a club and he keeps getting held up. Like he'll be doing his thing, like dancing, drinking, and he'll get held up by some people, and then he'll start again, and he'll like dodge those people, and then like go to the bar and somebody will spill a drink on him, and then he'll start again, and he'll dodge that drink, and like
Man, that sounds crazy.
yeah, it's really cool.
Sounds trippy as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's neat.
I really like that song too. But yeah, Titus getting suspended because he grabbed Vince's arm at the end of Raw before they went off air, and it's like apparently some kind of rib that they do with each other. Like they have some sort of chummy, kind of roughhousing relationship.
They said the possible reason for him like pulling them back was like to let Stephanie go first, indicating ladies first, and that fits Titus so well.
He's such a
Good guy.
I would say he's a Southern gentleman, but he's from Florida, so
and he intended as like playful matter. Like you can tell he was playing because you can see Darren Young like laughing and stuff.
Yeah, no, it didn't look hostile at all. And, you know, it may have been inappropriate for the end of that specific Raw.
Breaking kayfabe.
And, yeah, it definitely breaks kayfabe because there's no way
And
Titus
Vince does not
O'Neil,
play
the
back
character, would infringe upon Mr. McMahon, the character, like that. Now, Roman Reigns, you know, a different story. You punch him in the face because, you know, the character Roman Reigns in, you know, the abstract would not stand up for that shit. The real Roman Reigns isn't believable. I wish he were. It's an awesome idea for a character. Especially if his name were Steve Austin.
That's when you should have the glasses breaking right then and there.
Yeah, I wish I had a sandboard. I would abuse that. Dude, at WrestleMania 30, when that glass broke, at the beginning of the show, my voice went out. Like, the second that glass broke.
It really happened. It really happened. His voice just went poof.
Yeah, like, the second it happened, I screamed, and my voice shredded to bits. And I did not have a voice for the rest of WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Modern day Daniel Bryan pop or Stone Cold Attitude Era pop? Which one are you choosing?
Which one's, like, louder?
Louder.
No, those Austin pops, dude. They were, like... Daniel Bryan, there's like an excitement level and it's like a happy, like joyous thing that everybody's behind him and stuff. But when the glass broke, like it was insanity. Like you lose your mind. And this is talking about, I heard both pops the same night, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I can tell you like the Daniel Bryan pops were huge. When Batista tapped out, that was the biggest pop. You know, but it's still when that glass broke, like. But there was also the surprise of him, like. You're saying an Attitude Era pop for Austin,
Like any Austin pop, like.
Dude, any surprise pop from Austin is gonna beat anything, dude.
Yeah.
And then like that WrestleMania 30 surprise, because like Hulk Hogan was already in the ring, and then the glass broke, dude. I lost it. Hell yeah.
But remember he got a nice pop the last time he came on Raw.
Kanye referenced Steve Austin on this new album.
Wrestle Rap.
Steve
I love
Jobs.
Oh, he did? It was
Steve
so
Steve
great.
Jobs meets Steve Austin.
That's a nice collab.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
a nice combo, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's like,
That is amazing.
I'm a genius and I'll wreck shit. That's badass.
I think hip hop and wrestling references are getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, it happens more and more.
If this man should take this time to
Well, you know,
embrace-
there are other genres of music outside of that have been embracing wrestling a lot lately. John Darnielle, the Mountain Goats, he's like a kind of folkish singer-songwriter, like a goth folk guy. And he released a whole record called Beat the Champ that's about territorial wrestling.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Like, there's a song on it called The Legend of Chavo Guerrero, and he's talking about Senior. Like, he's talking about watching territorial wrestling when he was a little kid. Yeah, there's a whole concept record about it. And then Ultramantis Black from Chikara released a post-hardcore record a couple of years ago that's, like, some of the most brutal, crazy stuff, but, like, has almost nothing to do with his gimmick, which Ultramantis Black's gimmick is that he's sort of like a foppish, you know, dandy, but he's a face, and he's a vegan, and he's very passionate about the environment. That's part of his gimmick, but it's also a shoot. And the whole Ultramantis Black LP is this like post-punk record about the environment.
So basically, he's like
he's
like some Captain Planet shit.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, exactly.
you can look it up, Jane. If I'm not mistaken, Ultramantis Black retired anonymous.
That's some trippy.
Yeah, dude.
God.
Dude, I love what I've seen of Chikara blows my mind, man. Dude, all right. Did you know anything about the time travel angle they did? Mm-mm. It started in 2010. This guy, comes back from the past in 2010, and he has the Chikara 2015 yearbook.
Yeah.
You guys are way distracted by this right now.
You just blew my mind, John.
Oh, I know.
You can't say stuff like that.
I know.
Like he should be on TV.
Yeah, he retired like last year.
Oh my god!
But no, recently they had a guy.
Oh God! Well, in his professional recent, he's just listed as Ultraman. He's just listed as Ultramantis Black, and that's the only name that they have available for him.
Yeah.
Are his ring names and his trainers.
Like he doesn't even have like an early life history on his
there's
page.
nothing. Like he's
Anonymous.
Just anonymous.
Like Undertaker and that him would be like amazing.
Oh yeah.
He's hilarious too.
Totally.
Yeah.
Is he kind of like comedic?
Yeah. Oh, dude, Chikara is nothing but comedic. Chikara is comedy sci-fi wrestling.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, all right, listen to this. They did this recently. Well, I say recently. It unfolded over the last 5 years. They're obsessed with continuity as well. Like, everything's consistently booked because the story consistently unfolds over time. Okay. In 2010, during a match, a guy comes from the future, back from the future, with a copy of the Chikara 2015 yearbook that has all the stats up to 2015. So this wrestler has a competitive advantage now because he knows the outcome of everything that's going to happen for the next 5 years of Chikara, and he uses it to win matches, and it changes the space-time continuum, and all kinds of crazy stuff happens where characters get unstuck from time. This year, that character showed up in the ring and stole the Chikara yearbook and ran off.
What?
Yeah. So it works out space-time continuum-wise.
I love
Time travel kayfabe, dude.
That's crazy.
No, man. Oh, it's so funny. Well, all right. We are almost at time. Yeah. And we're this is a smooth show. We didn't play any music, but who cares?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be fine with the music. We think we did all right.
Yeah.
Guys.
I think we did. I think we did okay.
Well,
I'm getting better.
You're amazing, Jane.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
so yeah. Daniel Bryan, man, I shed some tears over it. It's pretty sad. I was really emotional. I wasn't David Bowie dying emotional.
No.
I was.
We have
Close?
had
Was it
some
close?
serious heartaches.
No, it wasn't because David Bowie. I'm still like I can still get choked up if I listen to that new record. If I listen to Lazarus, have you seen that video?
I've seen it. Do you like the album?
Yeah, it's great. It's really great.
It's totally.
I was way into it. Like I was into the singles. I mean, I was frothing at the mouth, ready for it when it came out. I'd been listening to David Bowie for like months, just ready for new Bowie, and it comes out, and I'm super excited about it. So it's like, it's not as though, a lot of times when someone like that, like when Lou Reed passed away, it's like, oh my God, it's a shock, not only because he's dead, but because I haven't heard from him, But like Bowie was on the tip of my tongue when he passed away.
Yeah.
And it just like, I felt so close to it already, and then it just like snatches away. Dude, I was pretty upset. I've never been that upset about someone that I didn't know like that. It was weird.
It's okay though.
But now, I mean, we've got Kanye.
It's okay. Yes, we still have
The life of
Kanye.
Pablo.
We still have a weirdo who's just like, I'll be me. It's
Oh,
okay, guys.
weirdo.
I'll be me. He's
gotta
doing
talk-
it, dude. He's doing it for us. Like I said, my fantasy is a record about how Kanye is like Jesus sacrificing himself, in the media, like about how the world is.
Did you see that game he got for his mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
What the fuck?
That's crazy. And it actually looked kind of like
Genuinely,
intriguing.
it's genuinely like it might be the craziest thing he's done yet.
They don't understand him.
I designed a video game about my mother ascending to heaven.
And gates. Like, it's like a game you play on your phone.
I know.
What?
So crazy.
All right, the
So
song
many
for the game
whats.
is the one that Paul McCartney co-wrote.
Yeah, the only one song. I like that. That song grew me. I like this song.
Paul McCartney playing piano at the end is worth the whole thing. I don't care. I don't care what happens before that. I mean, it's not. I have no problems with Kanye West and Paul McCartney collaborating. I think anyone who has a problem with that is like low key racist, like. But there's no reason that Kanye and Paul McCartney shouldn't have done that.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that he recorded such an intimate sounding piano part from Paul McCartney And I mean, it's great. But then he used it to score a video game about his mother ascending to the gates of heaven. What?
Surreal.
What the hell, Kanye? Surreal, yeah, for starters. Like,
it tripped me out. And then he played it twice, like on the.
Yeah, why did he play it twice?
Because like Virgil said, like they, like his creative director said they, I guess they didn't believe it. Like I guess it's kind of like surreal.
It's like let him see it again.
Yeah, like, it tripped me out. Like it
Dude,
worked.
yeah,
I was like on my phone, like, is that a game? It looks,
why did he make that a game? I mean, that is a strange.
but like that his artistry got kind of dark when his mom died too. So his mom,
he made Yeezus.
And he made Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah,
he went into like kind of depression. You can tell. It's like,
he references that on No More Parties.
Yeah.
He says the writer's block is gone.
Yeah,
like 38-year-old, 8-year-old.
And
he's been acting a lot more lovable lately.
And he's been more energetic in his raps too.
I meant to mention this earlier. Slate Magazine earlier today released a transcription of all of the Yeezus rants from the tour. Transcription. It's like almost like a novella. It's like it's all transcribed out, written out, and it turns out there's kind of an arc to it because like he started off raging against all these corporations who wouldn't give him time, and then they start giving him time, and then by the end of it, he's like, you can live your dreams, like I told you, like you just be yourself.
The stream of self-consciousness.
Yeah. All of his stream of consciousness sermons.
It's like hundreds of them.
I'll send you a link, but they're all written out. It's all written out, and it's crazy. I mean, what was weird is I spent all day reading it, and then I come home and I start watching that, and it's like a bookend on the other end of it because, like, this is the happiest we've seen Kanye West in a long time. He looked
since graduation days.
Yeah, he looked pretty stoked, man. He was around his folks, and he was having a good time, and like he was proud of himself, and he should be, dude. He accomplished so much. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap us. We're at an hour 2, so. Jacie, Rocky.
Any miscues, errors? Any errors?
No, I mean, no.
Not that she's found.
Not that I've found.
Okay.
I was just pulling up that award speech. I can give it to you.
You know what we should play?
No.
To end the show?
What?
Kanye's acceptance speech for the college dropout when he said people want to know how I react if I lost. I guess we'll never know.
Oh man. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's find that and play it. But all right, man. Well, we'll get back together next week and do it again. That'll do it for this week. Episode 2 of Rap and Wrestling.
Woo!
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 Everybody asked me the question. They wanted to know what kind. I knew he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.